Hey, what's up everyone? It took me a while to get this right. I had to go into desktop mode. So, alright, there have been a rash of sightings throughout Kentucky, they say, of creepy figures seen on security camera. And some of the locals, some of the local people there say that actually it was sent into the police, and they said this is not a joke. They said that the paranormal investigators have actually stated that it's been spotted across Kentucky, and they don't know what it is. They said it's a creepy clip from Kentucky. So what do you think? What do you think this is? So within the last week, a video has been sweeping social media. A viral clip accomplishes two of the three things. So it basically creeps you out, and some people makes them jump from their seat, apparently. Here's the thing, it's a security camera footage. They say it gives people goosebumps and all of that. It was in Moorhead, Kentucky. So how authentic is it? They're investigating, basically. Some people, now for those of you saying, well, what's with the handheld security camera? Interesting. It was recorded by a cell phone of the actual video is now in the Department of the Police. They say it's now in it's in the hands of the government agencies who are investigating it to see if it's someone playing a prank or something like that, or trespassing. Now, the claims go that some people were saying their dogs were going crazy across rural Kentucky. I, for one, in the past have known that our dogs will go literally insane from these things. But I'll let you decide. A person from Florida doing a phone recording of the camera footage. You can turn it down. There are children in the background talking, and all of that is annoying. There are people that say things like, well, the Rake, which the Rake...
You see his face clearly. Right there. You see his face clearly. Right there.
The Rake is a phenomenon where many people believed something, and then it seems to come true when they start to focus on it, basically. And that's a phenomenon, kind of like a, is it a tulpa or striga? Something from Supernatural, I remember, where people who believe something and they start believing it, then it starts coming true. But this got 476,400 views on Twitter, which is quite a bit for something in the paranormal department to be shared. They said there's been a lot of confusion on this. Paranormality magazine says the footage is near Moorhead, Kentucky. Images from the video were posted to a Facebook group, and resident Douglas McLoney III posted it to journalnews.com. He says it's from a security camera at a cottage at the gorge. So who or what is it? A lot of people have spotted what they call Slenderman after the phenomenon, after they almost willed it into existence, so to speak. Alright, there's some more information coming in. They said that the gentleman was about 80 years old and told a story of something that happened in Elsewhere, Kentucky. When I was a boy, my pa and I went to the Elsewhere General Store to get some rock candy and chicken feed. I stood outside while Pa talked to Miss Ellison, the shopkeep. Pa loaded the feed onto the truck and into the truck and handed me the candy. Right about then, there was a loud scream from the schoolhouse, and I really don't right well know what happened, because Pa told me that he said stay in the truck. But after that, we never went back to Elsewhere, ever. When I was a few years older, this person says, they went back there with some friends. They said we were just dumb kids fooling around, my friend Jason went inside the schoolhouse, and I never saw him again. We spent the rest of the day, looking for him. Later, the police said they did a search, but found nothing. Shortly after, the county disconnected Elsewhere Road from Highway 280, and it's been about 60 years, and you're the first person to mention the place in half a century, son. After that, Seamus started searching for any information he could find about Elsewhere, the town. He found an article in the Louisville, Kentucky Courier Journal. The article covered a story about Elsewhere being abandoned for health and safety reasons. It was dated April 2nd, 1953. The article also gave him a piece of the puzzle that was missing: the exact location of Elsewhere. The town was located 2 miles north of New Concord, Kentucky, just off of Highway 280. So, of course, he had to go there for himself. This is the terrifying story of what he found in Elsewhere. Excuse me. The abandoned ghost town of Elsewhere, Kentucky. My understanding is that you can't find Elsewhere anywhere on a map. It was located in southeastern Callaway County near the Kentucky Lake. Google Maps doesn't even think you should go there because they will not put it on the maps. The image of Elsewhere, where the city is all blurred out, is all blurred out and pixelated. The road leading into the town doesn't even connect to a real road anymore. So what happened there? There's a picture of the old general store. They investigated to check out Elsewhere, and they said he was getting ready, and it started to rain so heavily, so he ran into a nearby house. And about the old house, they said the article written on it on August 12th, 1936. They said it was a tragedy in the schoolhouse. It was about a school teacher who had poisoned her students with a poisoned them with a poisoned cake. One of the students ran out of the schoolhouse screaming as the teacher forced him to eat that poisoned cake. That was on an article in the newspaper, August 12th. Here's the abandoned schoolhouse. They said later that night, Seamus was showing a man named Jerry. They'd taken to Elsewhere. He said, "I don't know what happens to the people that go into that schoolhouse, and I don't want to know. Don't go back there." He went back. And they said he knew they both had to get out of there. They had glow sticks on them. Once he was inside, she screamed. The woman, Katie, screamed. She saw something. She went for a closer look. They said, reached his arm through the hole, tried to pull her up. And as she looked down into the cellar, as he looked down into the cellar at Katie, there was a half-transparent woman holding on to Katie's legs and pulling her into the darkness. The ghostly figure looked up at Seamus and smiled. He too fell into the cellar. They said they knew they had to get out of there. He had glow sticks in his backpack, and he said he threw them all around the room. That's when he saw the bones. He said there were bones everywhere. Some of them still had meat on them, which is creepy in and of itself. So they said a horrifying voice wailed from the cellar saying, "Let her go to heaven." They said that was just like a scene out of a movie. Seamus yelled, "Go to you-know-where." Almost immediately, the ghost let go when he said go to there. There's an above image of that town. So basically the end of Elsewhere. They said not sure if it is or is anything to see there now, but they said the abandoned ghost town of Elsewhere, Kentucky. But Seamus warns just in case, don't go to Elsewhere, Kentucky. So that was an interesting story. I'll share another video. Very interesting story about Elsewhere, Kentucky. So what do you think about these creatures that have been seen? Oh, the werewolf. Here it is. So what was this creature spotted in Texas? In Amarillo, Texas, right here. You can see a creature was seen, and people question what it is. It was spotted on a security camera from this behind this fence here, and it was supposed to be gated in. No one could get in there. But it looked like a werewolf according to local residents. A mystery creature was caught on camera. They said they need help IDing it, identifying it. It was spotted near Texas Zoo. They said it's not exactly an animal and it's not exactly human, according to the experts. It was spotted outside the zoo in Texas, almost like it was trying to get into the zoo. So that was very interesting. I thought I would share that bit of news with everyone. Alright, that's all for now. Signing out. Let me know what you think about these creatures and that very creepy story there.